you agree with someone, you know, like Raquel Welch is one great piece of ass, forget about it. Then it's also like if something is the greatest thing in the world, like we get those peppers, forget about it. Sometimes it just means forget about it.
Looking like Jesus at the Last Supper, surrounded by snakes when the crowd loves ya. Who's this ruthless Judas? Doesn't matter, bro. He only has one goal, leaving you on sabbatical. Alien predator, making you pray to your God, pleading for your forgiveness when you face this mirage. Forget about it. It's a tale as old as time is reminded when you're blinded. What divine designed it led us to this moment. Lock, stock, and barrel, careful getting loaded. Shots off on arrow, caught in crosshair splitting. Justify the means, right? Left handling troubled water, so
I think we were supposed to have been talking.
No, I can't.
Or do we still have another 60 seconds before our mic?
Don't let me just share shit.
Yeah, I thought we were on now. See, we were supposed to be talking.
Well, I'm
No,
so
that
fucking
was
as
just
soon
the
as this
intro.
came on.
We're good now.
As soon as our shit comes on, it's the time. I didn't want any share one. That's annoying. Oh well.
Well,
Oh well.
everybody's out there right now getting their bowls of candy ready.
Hell
Sun
yeah.
is going down. You're about to...
Is everybody really doing that though?
They could be. I mean, I know a lot of folks right now that they're out there just getting ready for trick-or-treaters to come by and knock on their door, and they're going to throw candy at them.
I don't know. I feel like over the last decade. What happened?
We already have a comment about Steven's mustache.
Nice.
Thank you, Beto.
What does it say? I want to hear.
It's just where's Steven's mustache.
That should be the name of the fucking episode.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the stash?
Yep, it's gone.
Huh?
It's gone for now. Yeah. It'll come back. I'm hoping.
Oh, I was gonna
honestly.
say though, has it over like the last decade, motherfuckers been not doing that so much? Now it's like a trunk or treats, or you go to the mall or something, or like some like parking lot where it's like all official. No one goes door to door no more because Netflix scared everyone.
Netflix scared everybody?
Or no?
Netflix? Why Netflix?
Yeah.
Because now you can binge fucking crime shit.
Tiger King. You don't want to walk
Oh.
up to that guy's house.
Well, before you just watched it when it was on TV, you're like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And now it's like
Before it was just
whenever
that,
you want.
the news for the month before Halloween being
Let's
like,
watch
they're going to
someone
put
get
razor
abducted.
blades. And now they tell us that they're going to give these kids drugs.
Edibles.
Goofy.
I'm sure someone did.
I'm sure someone did.
That's so expensive to do that, though.
Hell yeah.
Ballin'.
Some motherfuckers be balling though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Gosh, but if that was a mistake, could you imagine if you're like gonna throw a Halloween party and you just switch the wrong bowl? Adult bowl,
Oh.
kid bowl. How pissed would you be if all of your drug candy
I mean,
was gone?
people are pissed at me for having like similar bowls, you know?
Just pissed at yourself?
Fuck.
I should have known better.
Should have bought different colors.
This happened with all the MDMA too.
Oh man. So what's up, y'all?
Oh man.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Everybody, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
What a fun holiday. But no, I think people are out still trick-or-treating. I feel like the trunk or treat and all that stuff, yeah, is there. But you do that like on the weekend-ish before it. Like it's a little different when Halloween falls on a weekend day, but people are out trunk-or-treating on Friday, Saturday, all kinds of stuff going on. I don't know. I just think it kind of didn't replace it. I think there are maybe some people it did for, but there's still a strong trick-or-treating crowd. I went 2 years ago with my son, and neighborhoods were packed with kids running around.
Hell yeah. Good to know.
You live in a condo too long, my guy.
That's true.
Me too. Folks don't trick-or-treat condos too much.
Hell no.
Be weird if they
That's
did.
where you get thinking.
I mean, I like the idea, right? There's a lot of candy in a small space. Just bing, 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 hit all the doors. But, you know, I feel like people in condos also aren't handing out candy too often.
Nah. That's not the wave.
Nah, not at all. But yeah, there's people getting ready to hand out candy, seeing the notification, being like, oh, what a nice thing to listen to while we hand out candy, and hear Justin talk shit about something and probably get Steven angry.
Yep. What do you want me to talk shit about today?
I don't know. What are you feeling? What's grinding your gears this last?
You know what
couple
really
of weeks?
grinds my gears? Halloween. Just kidding. You know what really does grind my gears though? Motherfuckers upset. Upset at like holidays. And I want to say Halloween, but it's like, no, those are the same people that are just upset at all holidays all the time. You know?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean?
You know people that just be like Debbie Downer about shit, you know what I mean? Like, they just don't like other people celebrate. They don't want to join in.
Like the war on Christmas people who are like, there's a war on Christmas.
No.
People won't say Merry Christmas anymore. They only say Happy Holidays.
I totally mean more in the folks who were like, no,
Grinds.
I don't celebrate Halloween. And you're like, oh, okay. And they'll be like,
Justin,
Halloween
you're
is-
one of the original motherfuckers I know that was upset about celebrating a holiday, and every year of that holiday, you would send out a
Columbus
mass text to
Day.
people.
No, because it's bullshit.
And Thanksgiving.
What's well, not as much Thanksgiving. I mean, I feel the same way, but I'm not mad at like families getting together. I think that's cool. So if people want to use Thanksgiving as the reason, fuck it. No, I mean, most people aren't dressing up as fucking pilgrims and shooting Indians. So fine, eat turkey. But Columbus Day, boy, that one really grinds my gears. No, man. But besides, you know, people that just like, they don't like Valentine's Day, they don't like Halloween, they don't like Christmas, they don't like 4th of July. You know, it's just like, oh, man.
Just party poopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And
Why you don't wanna celebrate? What's
Jehovah's
wrong?
Witnesses, I believe, as well. They're the ones that don't.
I mean, at least that's religiously, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're pretty consistent.
I guess so. They do be knocking on a lot of doors, though.
Knocking on doors, not celebrating holidays.
I'm going to start giving them candy. Here you go. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't want any of your tricks today.
Treat it is. Anyways, what day is it? Oh, yeah. Halloween. What time is it?
Oh, gosh, it must be about 6:20 something.
Oh.
6:23. My name is Justin. To your left, my right. Oh, I'm sorry, my left. Your right. That's gonna be Steven.
Yo,
Straight ahead of us, always produced is Eric.
What's up, y'all?
And it's the Lone Ranger vs. Tonto Halloween edition.
ooh,
Hell yeah.
Halloween edition. We're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
something
Well, it's
different.
Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, is it just Halloween coincidence then?
Yeah,
That we're doing a podcast on Halloween, or is
No.
it a Halloween edition?
This is totally planned since yesterday.
Since yesterday, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Eric, are we gonna tell any spooky stories? Do you know any spooky ghost stories?
Oh no, I do like asking people if they have any ghost stories, because like most everybody be like, oh, I don't believe in ghosts. But this one time though, at this house, and it's cool to get those stories from everybody.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts? I don't know. That's a great question.
I mean, all right, Justin, do you believe in ghosts?
I have a problem with ghosts.
So you do?
Well, do they die and then their ghost takes on the clothes they died in?
I got the same question about heaven.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if
Or
that's
hell.
right, how come no one ever walk around naked? No one ever died naked?
Well, right? I mean, maybe there are naked ghosts. Isn't the thing like when in real, not like Casper the ghost, you know, lookings of people, or like Disney's Haunted Mansion ghosts, but, you know, paranormal activity ghosts.
Okay, well,
Do you believe in those?
I mean, I ain't never seen a pair of transparent titties. You know what I'm saying?
Only
Why?
just a single?
Why not?
Why? have
Not
you-
one ghost wants to show their tits?
Wait, have you seen other parts of ghosts?
I mean, their clothes and their face and their hands and arms on some of them, right? You've seen pictures of ghosts. How come they never naked?
But I mean, all the pictures of ghosts are just like
How come there's no caveman ghosts?
fictional.
Why there ain't no ghosts that are just like looking for woolly mammoths?
So you got a lot of questions about ghosts.
Well, that's just
Seems
it don't make-
skeptical.
It don't make no sense. I'm not. I just don't get that part of ghosts. You know what I'm saying?
You know, their clothing. You don't get their clothing.
Yeah.
What if they're just clothed in whatever they like if they appear? I mean,
You're telling
obviously,
me
if
not
they
one
can and
ghost
can't
likes
appear.
to be naked?
I mean, I bet they do all the time, but maybe they want to put some clothes on because they want to, because then they're a ghost, and if they're showing up to you, I have to assume that the ghost can choose the form that you see it in. And if they could, they can choose their clothes too, to be naked or not. But I figure if you see a ghost clothed, you're surprised. You see a naked ghost, might scare the shit right out of you. They might not be a mean ghost.
But all the ghosts got clothes.
I mean, his Casper don't got no clothes.
He's like a cloak.
Yeah, it's not a clothes.
He's floating clothes.
He's like gas. You've seen the Casper movie, right?
He's cartoon.
Well, what about the
pencil
one
drawing.
with Christina Ricci in it? That's not a cartoon.
That's CGI. You mean that documentary? you mean that Casper?
that mansion? About the Casper mansion?
Casper documentary?
The docu-series on Netflix. Is that not so friendly?
Oh man. So you don't believe in ghosts then, huh?
No, I do not. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't really, yeah. I don't believe in spirits and such like that of afterlives and things of that nature so much. So.
What if ghosts are illusions and they're just the reflections of visible light? Kind of like going through and being seen from a different dimension or a different timeline. So what if ghosts aren't the actual spirit? What if they're the actual person in a different timeline actually acting these things out, and there's just like a glitch in the matrix for that moment? You're seeing that, and I'm sure in other moments maybe somebody watching me.
that you glitch out too, and then
Maybe.
and you don't even know it, but then you glitch out and you're a ghost in another multiverse, another dimension.
Or another time period, you know? 500 years from now.
You
they're
think
like,
that this
"Oh,
could go back
fucking
and
ghost."
forth? This like phantasmic image.
Well, I'm just saying, like, what if right here, right? They, you know what I mean? Demolish this spot and it's gone, and 5,000 years from now, 500 years from now, it's something else, and they talk about the ghost that says motherfucker all the time in this spot where the podcast was. They'd be like, damn, people always talk about they walk by that closet,
if
and
you
that
listen
closet be like, oh,
closely-
motherfucker.
If you listen closely, he'll hear the faint sound of a lighter clicking, and a motherfucker. Ch-ch.
Just faintly in the background.
You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, that would be. I mean, I feel like then I might be into religion a little bit more. That kind of religion, if it was about like, you know what, after you die, you just get to go check in at all the places that you want to. Timelines, places you just had to have been there when you were alive.
I wouldn't say that, because I'm saying like within the laws of physics,
Oh, we're working within the laws of physics.
time is all one thing already.
Okay.
Right? Now we're on it. Going forward, mathematically, the only way that works is it's also going backwards. And so time is actually one thing at once. And it's everything that's happened all at the same time at once. And we're just experiencing it over what we call time. And in that sense, what happened 500 years ago happened exactly right now, as whatever happens in 5 million years is also happening exactly right now. And then so, boom, we parallel bridge telepathy over the arc of time.
Maybe that's what
And boom,
ghosts
all
are.
of a sudden we see some dude.
Maybe we're behind and they're
How
trying to
come
get here.
They're never naked.
Maybe ghosts are time travelers, like you said, and they're trying to get through, and it just happens to be in places where people have died. I don't know the physics of that part, but Maybe.
I know that physically they always clothed and never naked.
I think there's a ghost HR, like some organization that's like, hey, y'all gotta have something.
Yeah, there used
You
to
don't
be a
wanna wear
really
clothes?
big. There used to be a really big problem in the ghost community
Ghost
with harassment,
with transparent titties.
and
all over
unfortunately,
the place.
unfortunately, the patriarchy took that over too. Fucking patriarchy got the ghosts.
Oh no.
That's why they're all clothed. That's why it's
Maybe
a
they're
Protestant
just cold.
patriarchy.
There has to be like, I feel like ghosts have to follow like a certain set of rules, and part of it is like being closed and stuff like that. Beto said, "What if the glitch activates when someone makes the woo sound?"
It's
But it
definitely
happens on the other side of the earth, boy. Ooh. See, I just did it to someone.
Somebody in Australia just woke up like, crikey. Did you hear that big boom sound?
Oh, man.
That's actually the only word I know in Australian. Sorry, guys.
Crikey?
If that's not nice. Disrespectful.
Mate.
Have you heard of a shui?
Uh-huh.
Is that another Australian word?
Yeah, it's when you pour a beer into shoe and you drink it out of the
a
shoe.
shoey.
A shoey. Yeah.
I thought you were. Yeah, I know what a shoey
Yeah.
is.
That's wild.
Only because of Tai Tuivasa, is that his name? Yeah. And then MMA fighter that after every time he wins, he goes and does a shoey from an audience member.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
gross.
It's pretty wild to watch him like go knock somebody
He's
out.
got to have a fungus growing on his lip or something, boy.
Or he's got to go pound some vodka immediately after or something and wash that shit straight out. Because, like, these are people that, like, he's got dozens of shoes being trying to hand it to him and beers. And he'll grab a Modelo every time, pour it in, and down the hatch.
Gross.
Yeah. No thanks. Is that an Australian word?
No, I think it's a thing, though. He's
Yeah.
from New Zealand.
Yeah. It's like the New Zealand version of Das Boot almost.
What the fuck is Das Boot?
That's, in Beer Fest, and it's like the big glass boot that you drink out of.
Huh.
Das Boot.
I didn't know what that was.
You guys have never seen the movie Beer Fest?
Never heard of it.
You're not missing out on too much. It's like a Broken Lizard movie, if you know those. It's kind of like
Lizard?
Broken Lizard. I think that's what the name of it is. It's like a collection of movies, but you'll see the same people in there. It's like the people who do like Super Troopers, or they're like affiliated with that. I think it's Super Troopers. But there's a bunch of different movies that are along those lines done by them that some of them are funny. Beer Fest is kind of funny.
Oh, my.
Yeah. But there's a whole thing in there about that. It's not that good.
Huh.
Oh, I can't wait for you to try this beer.
Tell me about it.
Well, this
This
is
ain't beer.
Yeah, it is. Bud Light made it. It says Bud Light on it. Tell me it ain't beer. It says Bud Light on it.
Hard seltzer.
I guess it's hard. Yeah.
Seltzer.
Yep. Hard seltzer, which you can make as beer. It's just sugar, water instead of grains.
Sugar water purple.
Pretty much that's how you make it. There is yeast involved to make the alcohol. How's that taste? Justin's
Oh my
drinking
God.
a pear maple, I think.
That tastes like maple pear, my guy.
Is it good?
I mean, I haven't figured it out yet. Hold on.
Oh, Eric went for the cream of the crop there with the pumpkin spice flavor. And I got toasted marshmallow.
I was laughing earlier because you took a sip out of it and you were like, no, I don't like this.
Yeah, I know how I feel about it.
That one?
Yeah.
What is it?
Toasted marshmallow. And it's
Does it taste like toasted marshmallow?
something around those lines. It tastes like if you walked into a Bath and Body Works and everything was like vanilla and toasted marshmallow flavored and smelled, and it tastes like that.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah, it tastes like a candle. Like you're just like sipping on a candle of toasted marshmallow. It's pretty difficult to drink. It's like, I don't know, leaves like that residue in your mouth. How's that taste?
Also leaves a residue in your mouth. It tastes like, you ever had a butterscotch schnapps?
Yes. Yeah, there's a little element of that in there. That
man.
like artificial sweet, like alcohol. It's like, because it's like the sweet that alcohol can't digest. So it's some weird sugary shit that I'm sure they put in there to
And it
back
like
sweeten.
laces in your fucking tongue.
Oh,
This is wild.
This is my biggest fear of these beers is that they're just going to be like Bed and Bath Works. What a Body Bath
Bed
Works
and
bars.
Bath Works?
That's the name of that candle store, right? Bed Bath and no. What is
Bed
it
Bath
called?
and Body Works.
There's too many beats and all these names about like it's the same place you go to buy fucking candles and like things that smell nice.
Bath and Body Works.
That's the one. Thank you. There's like a section there at the Bed Bath and Beyond. I mean, that's the Beyond part, right? It's the candles. They sell these.
No, that's
looking
time
things.
travel.
That's the click.
That's where it happened, right? That's where you got the remote. Was it a Bath and Beyond? That's wild.
How's it taste?
It smells like pumpkin pie.
This
Like,
I
straight
can't
up.
put my finger on what this smells like.
Mine also smells like an air freshener. It tastes like an air freshener.
Yeah. Yep. It is. It does taste like soda water just with a like a air wick dropped into
That's the best. 100%.
it. It's so bad. I took a picture of these when I bought them and sent it to these two, and Justin said those look fire.
They do, look.
They do have all their
blue
plaid
shit.
like
Yeah.
you know, it's good marketing as Bud Light is always fucking a rock star at. But boy,
They should have gone full in and have them, instead of aluminum cans, be jean
Jeans?
material.
Hell yeah.
just denim
Right.
cans.
Yeah.
I would be impressed to see somebody drink more than like 3 of these
I had
in like a sitting.
I had a hard time getting that last gulp down, boy. Ooh, it almost came back up.
Oh man, Bud
Need some
Light.
coffee.
Gosh,
Y'all fucked that one up.
At least it's gluten free.
it is. Yeah, no worries about your gluten allergy there, Justin or Eric or listeners. If you're interested, we have a bunch left, and please come take it from from this highly
Good night,
disclosed
please.
location.
I mean,
Oh man.
they should torture people with these.
All right. I haven't eaten in 8 days, and they just roll one of these in. No. Do you hear that?
You talking about that snoring dog?
That is a dog. I didn't realize. I thought she was growling at something.
Hell no.
Now she's out.
She's dreaming. Now she don't want to make no noise.
No more. Yeah, this is gross.
What's it
Maybe
taste
the
like?
apple crisp one is good. That's the only one we haven't tried. Maybe it's like delicious cinnamony cider. My guess is it's going to taste like buttery, fake butter popcorn and apple juice.
Huh.
With like the other like apple flavors.
Yeah, it's pretty awful, dude. I don't want to finish.
And he finished that sour one a while ago.
Yeah, I remember there used to be some kind of rule about like you had a personal rule about finishing beers and
I know, and I'm scared.
these don't.
It's Halloween, and I'm scared.
This was the scary part of the podcast. This is the special edition is drinking toasted marshmallow. What if we mixed them? Maybe they're better if they're mixed.
Jungle juice from these Bud Light.
The whole
filters.
flannel pack.
No.
Just toss them all in.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a hard time.
I mean, I'm about a third of the way through it, and I keep picking it up to drink it and just can't do it. I'm like, Dad, no. I'll stay thirsty. I'm okay.
Yeah. These ain't
Hard
the ones.
pass.
Hard pass.
These ain't the ones. So tell me, you don't got no ghost stories? Mister, I don't believe in ghosts. What about aliens?
Aliens?
You have any UFO stories?
Personal ones? UFO stories. Gosh. I lived in Florida for 4 years. You see some alien-like people down there. Not sure about them. For sure, though. Was that a ghost?
That was
Yeah.
Did you
That was
see
a ghost.
Did you
That was
guys
a
see
ghost.
that ghost?
Oh, yeah.
Or, you know, Pulse from another dimension?
Whatever it was, fuck off.
I mean, really, you think if that's? I mean, I don't know if
That's
we
the
should be
ghost
mean
of
to the
cheap tapes.
ghost.
What are the chances that it falls on me during this conversation? Does it mean there's aliens?
No, I think it's just cheap tape.
At first that was pretty unidentified. Hit me from the top. It's flying. You know what I'm saying?
But then we identified it as a balloon.
Goddamn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you did it. Yeah,
I'm supposed to just take your word for it.
we could have switched it out in between. In your shock,
What if y'all are the aliens?
that's what I'm. I mean, that's not what I'm saying.
That's racist.
I don't want to say that at all. Oh
That was a great
man,
joke. Yeah. So you don't know no alien stories?
I don't
No
know any
ghosts?
alien stories. I think I have a ghost story that I heard. It's not my ghost story. Like I said, I don't believe in ghosts, so I either convinced them all those stories out of my mind as a kid that anything that might have scared me. But there's one ghost story I heard from my cousin. And my cousin is, you know, he's like a good old boy. Pretty tough dude. One of the craziest people I know. Or he was. He's pretty calm now. But Joe's not one to really tell a lie usually, but we were pretty young. And he had just moved to Canyon City. Maybe was, gosh, let's do the math. Like 2000, 2001. And Canyon City has got a pretty rich and deep history with the Klan. If guys, I don't know the whole like story, but it was a pretty serious operation down there. I think they still have like, you know, dedicated affiliations in that town. Like, you know, their legal things like that happen there. But they've existed there for a long time, since maybe around.
Gotta set the mood.
Oh yeah, thank you. I would guess, you know, activity like that early, you know, 1800s, somewhere around that time when it starts. So Canyon City has been a place that they were active, and a lot of people died in Canyon City. You could imagine in a place like that over the last, like, you know, this is 2000, let's say, 200 years. And the middle school, of course, was like the only middle school, the original middle school. And supposedly they had to like remove lockers a long time ago. And, you know, in the 50s and 60s that were tunnels into the school for different like routings of the Klan members and meetings of them going in there and being able to maneuver through the area undetected. And there were tunnels in these schools. And the tunnels, of course, as the legend goes, is where they would take all these kids and murder them, kill them.
Oh, she's not like
Freaking me out right now.
Come on. She's like, they're here.
They're here.
You know, allegedly. But, I mean, I guess I could kind of get on board with that. There's probably some people dying in Canyon City.
So is there ghosts or no?
So, the part of the story where my cousin comes in is at the middle school, over off to the side, there's still like kind of like a broken down tunnel where you can kind of see like where it was. It's down like a hill, but you can see there's kind of like in there, and it's an old road down like back behind the school. It's kind of woodsy. It's dark, but you can see it there if you like pull up and put your headlights on it. You got to put your headlights on it. And when you pull up, put your headlights up on there, and then you have to take them off, turn them all off, and roll up all the windows in the car. And you got to do this in the winter time, because that's when the school is in session. It doesn't happen in the summer, and you can't tell in the summer as well, because in the winter time, all of your windows in your car get fogged up because it's so cold out down in Canyon City in the winter. And if you sit there long enough, quietly, start to see the handprints of kids start showing up on the sides of all of the windows around and on top of the car, where the condensation is showing all these different handprints in the car. And that's it.
That's it, huh?
That's it. That's the end of the story.
Damn it. So handprints. Oogie boogie.
Yeah, I saw Eric jump the fucking right out of his chair. We got that one on camera too. We got the other camera. You didn't see him jump out of his chair halfway through that story?
I did.
I mean, no diss to your cousin.
Uh huh.
That was pretty weak. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well-
maybe if a kid smacks you or something, you're like, oh fuck. You're like, oh fuck, a little baby handprint all across your face. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pimp baby Kane.
Are you
Where's
gonna
my
tell?
money?
Are you gonna tell us a ghost story, Justin?
Oh, I don't ghost stories.
You don't have a single ghost story. What about the one down in Maxwell on the ranch?
Ranches in Maxwell, but that's a
Round.
light. I don't know if that's a ghost. I know there's a light out there. That don't make no sense, boy.
Where's the light coming from? How could a light, if I figure if you could say all those other things about ghosts being closed, this, that, and the third, that light could be a ghost.
No, I've seen it more than once. I know. The first time I saw it, all right. So my dad grew up on a ranch, and I mean like, poverty level ranch in New Mexico. So don't think like a lot of big buildings or nothing. Mostly just land. House made out of mud. Still have it to this day. Now, one time I'm like 16 years old. I'm kicking it with the homie Bama and Bubba and the other homie Jeremy. My dad took us to the ranch. We're there for the first night. And we start a fire, a little bonfire outside of shit. And now we're in a little canyon, right? So imagine a canyon that does like a little horseshoe shape. We're tucked in the back of the canyon. So looking out, you can see the road leading in, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm chilling around the fire, and I see a light, and it starts to move. You know what I mean? And immediately I'm like, oh, look, a car's coming. And so I'm staring at it, and that's the middle of nowhere. So stared at that shit, and it does a little wave type thing, like it's driving along the road, but it looks like a single light, as if it's a motorcycle. No noise. And it's way the fuck out there, probably a mile, half a mile out. And then about 10 seconds it lasts before it disappears. I tell my dad, I'm like, Dad, I seen a light. And that boy like, nah. You see shit? Liar. No, it was a light. He's like, you didn't see nothing. All right. A few years later, family reunion. A bunch of us are sitting there. I'm sitting next to my Auntie Juanita. My Auntie Carol's in front of me, and my dad's in front of me. And I see the light again. But before I could say anything, my Auntie Juanita says, look, someone's coming. So everyone turns around, and I tell my dad, Dad, that's that light. And he's like, what you talking about? I'm like, watch that shit. That's that light. It's about to disappear. And he's like, what you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Boom. Disappears. So he's like, we got to go help him. And someone broke down. And I'm like, no. Ain't no one out there. It was a light. My Auntie Juanita's like, look, your uncle's leaving right now. He's going to town. If someone broke down, he'll see him. When you watch his taillights go, you realize that his taillights and the road are not even where the light is.
It's like the light is like
The
at a
light is
different
like-
plane than the road.
It's between where the
normally
road is and you in the middle of plains.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so a few years ago, I took my ex-girlfriend, her mom, and her little brother. And we just pulled up. It's like 9 o'clock, 9:30. And he's young. He's like 13. And so he's like, tell me a ghost story. And I'm like, yo, let me tell you about this light. Right? And we're standing there in the dark. And before I could even start the story, I point out, there's the light. They saw it with me. They watched. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. And when it went away, her mom was like, oh shit, are we not supposed to be here? Is that someone like fucking with us? And I'm like, nah, that's the ghost story. That light. And I don't know if it really like clicked to them at first, but I've seen it 3 times
3 times.
over like 15 years.
What color is the light?
White,
A white light.
a little ball, about a half a mile away, maybe a mile, but in the middle of nothing, you can see it perfectly, floating across, and it's not like waving up and down; it's straight across. Swings back, does like a little S shape, and then vanishes. I don't know what it is, but I done synced it multiple times.
Multiple times.
Multiple
A
times.
paranormal illumination in the distance.
I think they're called orbs in like the paranormal community.
Oh, yeah, in the PC. Orbs. We'll try and stay PC for the rest of this spooky podcast.
I can never speak. I can't speak for them anymore. I got kicked out of it.
Just too real, huh?
Anyways, that was my story, submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society.
What is that from? That sounds
I
familiar.
call this story "The Light of Tinaja Ranch." Colored flames.
Color flames.
And that's the end of the LRVT story time.
That's it. Nah, man. That's my ghost story. I mean,
Like it.
I'm almost positive there was a little girl living in the basement of my parents' house in Lakewood.
A ghost girl, or like, hold on. This took a really, really, really dark turn.
I heard her laugh.
Ghost laugh or real laugh?
I mean, it sounded like a real laugh. There wasn't no one down there with me.
You sure it wasn't just Josh fucking with you?
Because he heard it too.
Oh, wow. So this is not the ghost story that you come up with. The giggling child underneath your house. You're like, I saw a light out there in the field once.
I saw that. I didn't see the little girl. I heard a little girl's laugh. It could have been a fucking big spider. I don't know.
A big spider?
I'm not a spiderologist. I don't
Giggling
know
ball
what they do.
spider?
You know what I'm saying?
No way.
All right,
Come
so
on,
one
Liz.
time-
Okay. Story time's not over. Round 2, part 12.
I was playing Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, you were playing a spooky game while this happened?
No. Different story. Related though. I was playing a Metal Gear Solid. And I was on this level where you shoot this bazooka and then you have to control the bazooka through the hallway of lasers to the end and blow up the door and the lasers so you can walk through the hallway.
All right.
I can't get this shit to save my life. I'm on it for like an hour, getting all pissed off. I'm going banana. Hit pause, go upstairs, grab a snack, come back, and like, you know when a demo starts playing, right? So I'm watching what looks like a demo started because I had it on pause, and it's like doing the level, boom, and I see where I was going wrong, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can do it now. And I go to grab the controller, and when I pick it up, boom, it's on pause again. So I hit pause, and I was through it.
You were through the level.
It wasn't a demo. It was happening.
Somebody
the game
else was
played
playing.
itself.
Around that same time, I got some turntables for my 13th birthday to be a DJ.
Tight.
And the homie came through. It was like my birthday weekend. We were like scratching the whole time, right? Go to sleep like 3 in the morning. Now I have a bunk bed and I'm on the top. He's on the bottom. And I can feel all the movement.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, we both jump awake because the turntable was on. Now the television is brand new. So when we put it away, it was like when you put something away brand new. You know what I mean?
You like got
Everything
the
goes
styrofoam
up
in
and
there.
the
It's
way,
like, oh,
Right?
nice. Yeah.
Covers on, everything. Now it's the covers off of one. There's a record on it. The mixer is flipped to that side. It's turned on. The one turntable is turned on, and the PA system is turned on. And the sound we heard was as if someone put it all on, put the needle on the record, and then went boom and pushed it forward. And so it was like loud as fuck. And so we both jump awake, and homeboy below me, because he's on the bottom bunk, he's like, "Not right now, man. I'm sleeping." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm up here." And then we both sat up for like an hour, freaked out,
Spooky.
went to sleep.
Spooky.
And then
Spooky.
there was this light in
Not the
the
light again.
in the storage room. The storage room light would always turn on, no matter who turned it off, and the door would always open, no matter who closed it. And so in that, light always on, afraid of the dark. No closed doors. Little girl laugh.
No what? Oh, no girl laugh. Yeah.
Little girl laugh.
Little girl laugh.
Plays video games. Plays turntables.
That sounds
figured
like
it was a little
fun
girl.
ghost.
I had
If
a couple-
only she was naked.
I talked to her. No, I talked to her one time, and I was like, "Hey, you're welcome here. You know what I'm saying? You can even play my video games, do whatever you want. Just don't show yourself to me, cause I'm alive, and that'd be scary as fuck." And that was the last incident in that basement after I said that.
Then you guys were cool. And you
Maybe.
assume it was a girl because of the giggle?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember one of the only times I've ever had an experience like that. I used to go snowboarding a lot. And me and my friend were driving up the mountain, and we did this every single weekend. Same car, him and I together. We listened to the same like fucking MP3 because we were, it was when we were in high school. So as we were listening, you got the folders on your MP3 and like 300 songs.
On one CD.
And we had listened to this like folder hundreds of times. David lived with me at the time, so we were together all the time, and we were going snowboarding. And we were listening to some music.
Edwards?
No, Mall,
Oh.
D-Mall, yeah. And we were listening to just some music that we'd always listen to, whatever. I think it was like, it was what's that dude's name? Steve Miller Band. That's what we were listening to. I remember it so vividly. But from the back of my car, I heard like someone say something, not audible in terms of words. But it was like just kind of like almost like that booze guy. It was something, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I said, "What the fuck?" out loud, and then Dave was like, "Did you fucking hear that?" And I was like, "Yeah," and we fucking were like, "What the fuck?" We like rolled the song back and was like, "Was it this?" It wasn't that. It wasn't the fucking song. We know the song, and we're like, "Well, Kevin," because we were headed up there with like 6 other people, so we were like, maybe somebody like hid in the back of the SUV and was like just fucking trying to get us. And no one was back there. Nothing had happened. We both heard it distinctly, the exact same noise. Couldn't understand anything it said, but definitely both of us heard it. Still to this day, we both remember that story and have no idea if that was a sound we somehow both heard that didn't happen, like in the car maybe or something. I've never been more confused because it, like, driving up the I-70 when it's not too crazy and busy, it's not spooky up there and just hearing weird noises, one other person in the car. Oh, boy.
So, out of all your stories, you started with someone else's story of kid fingerprints. And you had a cool ass story of like a wild hog ghost.
Well, I mean, I didn't even think about that story until you told the story about, you had to get through your story about some fucking
Well, I've
like,
seen that 3 times.
a light down. It's probably just, it's fireflies.
Oh, definitely not fireflies, boy.
Have you ever seen fireflies? They are neat.
Yes, I have seen fireflies. Definitely not that. It could be. My best guess is, so one time, climbed up to the plateau above. It kind of got like a bird's eye view. And there's a riverbed a dead riverbed that snakes through right there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, ooh, maybe that's where the gas is breaching the Earth crust. And what I'm seeing are those like gas balls they talk about happen in the plains. And motherfuckers, since like the natives would talk about them, and all the whites on the wagons would talk about them, like bouncing or following or.
Whites
like
on a
that.
Wagon is a great band name.
That's station wagon.
Shoot, what was I just gonna say about that? You got distracted by wagon talk.
Gas. Riverbed.
I mean, if it was a riverbed, does it ever get water, or is it pretty dried out now?
Monsoon waters. So
Could it be the reflection of the
Monsoon.
moon? That's just like you're looking at it and it's reflecting like little water off the moon, and it would look like a light in the dark.
yeah, but it wouldn't move.
Water?
No, I'm talking about the reflection.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying because you said it like moved across.
It moves across, it swings back again, and goes
All
like
right.
an S.
I think we better call ghost hunters.
But not like an S, like from top to bottom, as if it's doing an S towards you.
That is strange. I don't know what it is. And then you told a story about your friend that sound like was pretty cool, to be honest. Like they play video games, they're trying to learn how to DJ and shit. Like
yeah.
your ghost was cool.
I mean, they were welcome.
Yeah. And then when they were welcome, they left. They're like, oh, this ain't even fun anymore.
Basically.
I'm going to Josh's room. That's when you found out Josh started getting ghost stories.
Oh, man. No, my brother has a good UFO story, though.
Oh.
He talks about when he was little in, like, Espanola. We were visiting in Espanola, and he says that he was, or maybe he was in Maxwell. But either way, he said he was looking straight up, and he was a young kid. And that he saw a big-ass light the size of, like, a basketball, but, like, a basketball would be in front of you, but, like, way in the sky. Right?
Huh.
And he said it looked like it came from behind, like a line in the sky, and then went behind another one right in front of you. It's like, right? And that when he told everybody, they all told him, oh, you must have seen a shooting star. And so my brother was like, oh, shit, that's wild. Saw a shooting star. Went on with his life for like 3 more years.
Uh-huh.
Until one time, we go to Maxwell to watch a meteor shower. And when we see him, my mom's like, see, look at all those shooting stars. And my brother's like, what? I'm like, no. That's not what I saw. I saw, it was like a moon appear and then disappear right above me. He's like, I did not, y'all lied to me.
Could you imagine
He does
like,
the story really funny. I'll make sure he gets on one day.
little Josh telling that story about like, and his whole life hearing like movies and shit talk about wishing on a star and shooting stars, and he's just waiting for another apocalyptic moment of the earth falling all his life.
Oh, man.
Like, damn, those wishes must come true. I've never seen it more than that one time. This is a special wish. Oh man, poor little. That was he was still called Zone back then, actually.
Acquired that name in 3.
Oh man. Oh.
So no ghost stories, Eric, huh?
Yeah, Eric, you got to give us something. We're over here making all this up, please.
The closest thing to ghost stories that I have is my high school was so it's at the Loretto Heights campus, which
Spooky place.
is like it definitely
now.
is. Yeah, for now.
Till they tear it down.
Yeah. Well, the thing too is that like there's the history of the place is wild. Like it's built to like withstand like atomic like bombs and stuff. Like not that, but it has like tunnels underneath. It has like It's like a fallout shelter. Like you see the signs. It's creepy outside. Like it's really creepy. But before it was like a school, I believe it was it was like a school, it was like something for like nuns, like they would live there, do a whole bunch of stuff. Like they have like a couple of chapels.
It was like a
Graveyard
school
there.
for nuns or something, right?
There's a,
I
there's, a
think it
nun,
was.
there's a nun graveyard.
There's
no?
a nun graveyard.
Graveyard.
There's a nun
Yeah.
graveyard in my freshman year. Somebody stole one of the tombstones.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, it just ended up like missing.
Curse you.
But like, there would be like creepy things because like all of the buildings are like kind of far apart from each other, but they would have like these tunnels like connecting them.
That sounds like some Catholic school rape shit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Catholic priest rape shit. It doesn't have to be the schools. They be raping everybody in the fucking Catholic Church. You guys saw like a couple weeks ago, some like they've uncovered like 200,000 cases or something like that of covered up
yeah.
stories from the Catholic Church across the world. Those fucking pieces of shit. And now Loretta Heights is going to be torn down, and they're going to make a fucking movie theater and some cool like shops there.
Oh, I don't know about that. I know that we're gonna do like affordable housing there.
They're gonna do.
do
They're
with that
gonna
graveyard?
fucking raise, like tear it all down, I think, and then put a bunch of cool stuff in there.
think at
Not
least-
cool
I
stuff.
think-
It's just I'm not excited to see what's gonna go down there, but it's gonna be a big development.
Mm-hmm.
They're like doing a bunch of community input on it, though. I did hear that like people have shared in and around there. I think had some input on what they wanted to see come in there, but who knows if they even listen or those big developments take a lot of money to happen, and which means that not many voices usually have the final calls. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause,
Well, thanks for ruining his ghost story.
that's all right. I'll keep going.
Oh, there's more.
But yeah, that's good there.
Dang, our ghost track ran out. We got to the Casper section. Back to Casper.
Back to Casper.
It's a
But yeah,
friendly
there-
ghost, right? That's his whole thing.
If it's a whistling ghost, this might be scary still.
This might be just a little bit.
This is like The Hills Have Eyes.
It's like Deliverance meets.
All right, so hold on.
That's already
ghost story.
pretty
Ghost story. Loretto Heights.
No like specific ghost stories that I have. I know I've heard like people say that they would see stuff around there because like there were like it was like big open campus, like they just kind of let us like walk around everywhere, like aside from inside of the buildings, and like the main building like always felt a little weird, the one that's like the actual university. That one was always like real creepy. But no specific stuff. I just remember walking into the tunnels one day because like they left the doors open and like unlocked. We were walking there. We'd see like little teddy bears that were just kind of worn out. There was some cool graffiti down there though. But no specific ghost stories though. The whole place just felt a little weird though.
Have any of you guys ever like, as a kid, or like, I don't know if you can even do this to get people to pay, but like ended up in a place maybe that you shouldn't have been, like an abandoned hospital or asylum or.
There was that asylum in Arvada. And it's
you talking
gone
about?
now. It was in
The one that
Arvada.
Zay used to live by? That real creepy ass building by his first house?
No. And
That
like,
building was so creepy.
it was like Wadsworth and like 68th or 70th or something. And they said it was this old abandoned mental hospital or asylum. Mm-hmm. And it was there forever, and they had it like gated off and all that shit. One time we went over there, and I remember that was like probably 5 or 6 of us. And we walked around. I was leading the pack. I'm like, I ain't scared of none of this shit. Let's go. And this was all, no, it's scary. And I'm like, come on. Go beat a bitch. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And everybody starts rolling. And we get up to like the doors. And like, it's already open. And like, you can see, it's like hallways. Everything's all trash. People, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You weren't the first ones in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? And then from inside, somebody was like, boom, boom, boom. And we fucking did. But that's got to be just someone, living
Yeah,
there.
that's
and then
Dave, the dope
And
fiend
here's
doing dope.
kids come there all the time doing that, and they're like, I'm going to fuck with them. Also, they leave us alone. I could get to go to sleep.
Do my drugs.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm looking at it now, and that definitely looks like a place that would be haunted. In the 1940s, forced sterilization was practiced on a regular basis. In the 1950s, one newspaper article quoted an administrator who said that many of the home's adult patients were far too mentally competent to be in the home, but were there because of their families had abandoned them. In the 1970s, part of the campus was ordered closed because of the cracks in the wall and foundation caused shifting ground. Oh, that's not as terrifying.
When did they close that shit?
I don't know, but they did fucking knock it down till goddamn 12 years ago.
1992.
And now it's now there's like 5 Guys at Fry's. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go find some haunted places? Let's go to that like strip mall of shopping plazas. Five Guys is fucking haunted with 5 ghosts over there, and I don't know what else is over there. I don't know that part of.
They say, what is it, Riverdale Drive?
Yeah, but like no, I've heard friends like tell the stories of like going out there, and like one of them said that like they their friend kind of stuck their head out the window, and like when they were doing that, like as they were driving through, and they couldn't fit themselves back into the car, like they felt like some strange thing was like pulling them out of the car, and then they saw like some handprints on the car, like I think it was just like a handprint that like was there already, and the dirt just kind of like stuck onto it too. There's another bridge that I think is like supposed to be haunted too.
It's over
I think
there
I've
too.
heard of that. That the bridge. I think.
Oh
I've
no,
heard of.
Third Bridge.
Third bridge.
Third
That's the one.
bridge.
Yeah, I've been over there too.
What's that? I don't know the story
It's over
anymore.
out by fucking you take what is it, like Gunsmith Road way the fuck
Well,
out there?
How to get there is not what I want to know. I want to know why it's called Third Bridge.
Oh,
and it's
because
scary.
they said they used to hang fools under it,
Oh, son of a gun!
and then so
Gosh, Colorado's got a really scary, disgusting, like racist history
I'm pretty sure that's everywhere.
in this country.
Yeah. Well, I'd probably argue everywhere.
Most.
Name a place where humans live that doesn't have some kind of racist history.
Papua New Guinea.
My ass.
But then not natural, like not in the societies that aren't.
You tell me
racially
there's white dudes
oppressed
running
now.
around. You're telling me there's white dudes running around inside of the communities of Papua New Guinea?
No.
That's racist.
What?
Huh?
Now you're getting off the fucking rails, bud.
So Third Bridge or Ghost Bridge is haunted by, accordingly, is haunted by the spirits of Native Americans who lost their lives during a massacre that occurred around the same time as Sand Creek.
See, I never heard that part.
I didn't know that part
If
either.
and when you visit the bridge at night, listen for the sound of distant drums and keep your eyes peeled for the sight of a ghost rider who still rides his horse around the area.
This shit sounds
See?
racist.
No, and you know what? The problem is we heard the drums, and they're not drums. It's all the oil rigs around
I was
there.
gonna say it's just
And they're just pumping the gas. But from
Yeah.
when you're sitting in that little river, it sounds like there's fucking something inside the fucking ground going dum 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 dum.
It's just those drills
because they're just all around, and then they're just in sync.
Yep.
They're just pumping oil, natural gas, whatever.
Yeah. Wow. Huh. Did you see anybody on a horse?
No.
No horse. No horsemen or ghost horses. Do you think they'd be naked if they're on the horse? Mm-hmm. Is the horse naked? Why aren't
For sure.
are ghost horses always naked?
Oh yeah.
Never saddled.
The
None,
saddle-
none unless they got like one of them white hoods the fucking clan would put on them.
Only clan horses. That's why they joined. In death you shall be remembered.
You know them racist ass clan horses. Nobody likes them. Those are the ones we make glue out of.
Truly a problem.
Oh man.
Goodness. These are some spooky stories. I gotta say, you guys. I'm a little scared.
Are you?
No. Well, maybe.
I'll fucking ghost up, boy. What's up, ghost?
You think you would?
Square up, homie.
You took care of that first ghost in your house, sounds like.
Made friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gave him the old just Ghostbusters friendship, like Slimer.
I'm like Casper. I'm like Christina Ricci.
There you go. You're Christina Ricci.
what I'm saying?
Your hair's the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. You should be Christina Ricci for Halloween next year.
Probably not.
Why not?
But we'll think about it.
All right. You have like some ghosts like coming around you. Have like a Casper puppet.
That would be really
Learn
nice.
ventriloquism between now and then, so then you can.
Did you see Kevin Hart hired a Michael Jackson impersonator to follow him around while he was Eddie Murphy from the fucking do you remember the Time video?
No.
Was that the one? Remember that video where Eddie Murphy's like the Egyptian king in the video of Michael Jackson?
I kind of do, yeah.
Kevin Hart was Eddie Murphy in that video for Halloween. His wife was the girl from the video, and then he hired a Michael Jackson lookalike to follow him around.
Wow. Wow, that's commitment. It's commitment to a
That's
costume.
dark, boy. That's
mean,
the way to do it.
It's not like having to shave your face or anything like that kind of commitment, but yeah, hiring a person
I
to
did
walk
that
around
one year.
behind you. Shaved your face or hired somebody?
Both.
Yeah.
So why'd you shave your face?
Just for a costume.
Where's the stash?
Yeah, the stash is gone because
What was your costume?
I was Lurch from the Addams Family with a friend of mine at work, and she was Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah. So we had a little pair costume. We didn't win, but it was pretty decent. She was a better Wednesday than I was a Lurch, but it was pretty quick. But I had to shave it off.
Yep.
Yep. That's it. No other like cool reasons. I guess there's the November thing. Don't people do something with their facial hair in November?
No, shave November.
Oh, well, that's every fucking month for me pretty much.
Straight up.
So,
Straight up.
sure.
Isn't the idea like to shave the beard like at the beginning of the month and then like not shave and then it's supposed to be like part of a fundraiser too? But I don't
I
think
don't know.
anybody
I
does that
haven't
second
shaved
part.
in like 2 years. So.
Yeah. As far as I understand it, it's for testicle cancer awareness and
Real?
yeah, and Movember is how I've always seen that more like and like a mauve is another name for a mustache. And that you're supposed to not shave your mustache for a month or your mauve. That's how I know Glasspool I think always did it for that.
Yep.
In that realm. Yeah.
I got about as much stash as I can grow.
Yeah, man. You don't got to worry about it if you take it off. I don't think anybody will notice.
Well, like this holiday is offensive to me because I can't grow a stash, so it's not inclusive to everybody.
No shave November.
And I don't appreciate it, and my feelings are hurt, and I'm gonna need y'all to cancel it. And anyone who supports it, or else you're supporting the patriarchy of people who have mustaches.
No shave November is unfair.
It's elitism.
To people who can't shave, who are disabled to shave, who don't want to shave, who believe they don't need to shave.
It's a holiday by
Ever.
Big Hair.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Razor is
Razor,
just trying to get you shaved 12 months or 11 months out of the year.
I get made fun of because people think I shave my legs.
And
Discrimination.
in reality, no, it's just
I'm being discriminated against.
discriminate native against.
Discriminating.
I thought you said discriminate native against.
That too. All the shifts.
Well, shit, Justin. We're sorry. We did not mean to discriminate of you. In
Don't
any kind of
patronize
way.
me.
Fuck, man.
That's how motherfuckers sound, dude. Or no.
What?
That's how people sound.
Oh, when they complain about holidays?
About
Absolutely. About just like whack shit and like their discomforts, like their projected discomforts about the world and how they just want to, they're uncomfortable with something. Like, you're just like, all these fucking ghosts only wear clothes and we got to get them naked.
Why they ain't? I'm not saying we gotta get them naked. I'm not trying to fuck no ghosts. All right? I don't want no ghost children.
So all you're
I don't want
advocating for is we need
look,
more
man,
supernatural
I don't want to pay no
strip
ghost.
clubs.
I don't want to pay no ghost child support.
Where the ghosts can go to
I ain't
take
fucking
their
with no
clothes
ghost
off.
baby mama drama. No, none of that. All I'm asking is how come they ain't ever naked? Motherfuckers don't die naked. There's not one motherfucker who died who prefers being naked.
Oh,
Who
there's-
doesn't see death as their opportunity to be naked the rest of their time on this earth? They're like, oh man, this is my time to shine. I've been wanting to be naked my whole life.
Well, I mean, I really think it's their choice. I think you're just unfortunately not seeing or getting to know enough ghosts that may have clothes or may not have clothes. But I don't think we'll ever know because ghosts aren't real. And,
How can you say that?
well, because
I told you I heard a little girl giggle.
every motherfucker in the world has a camera in their pocket, and we still don't have no pictures or videos of ghosts that are real and actually conclusive. If we did, maybe, but it's all just like hooey fooey, you know.
I'm sure there's a
grainy
couple weird
videos.
ones. I'm sure there's at least a few where people are for real. Like, you know, we're not saying it's ghosts because we can't say for sure, but we don't know what the fuck this is.
Sure, there's lots of unexplained.
We know
stuff
that was
in the world.
really a dog right there, and now there's a dog right there.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ghosts.
So we're at the 1 hour and 5 minute mark.
How come
Wanna start
ghosts are
wrapping
usually
up?
white?
Well, that's a great question.
well, I think the answer to that is obvious. Who
Like,
writes the
hold
history
on.
books?
No, because I bet there's, but I feel like, I don't know.
The ghost history books.
What are the ghost stories in Mexico? Or do they have like? I wonder if they're the same as these ghosts. Because these ghost stories here always have like some fucking white dude from the 1800s who's walking on a ship, and he used to walk on this ship all the time. Or some old lady in some big ass gown who's fucking smells like cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like there's always some goofy. Like is that how the ghost stories are? Or is that a culture thing?
Right.
No, actually, all
think-
ghosts are white people.
Well, I think ghosts don't need melanin, so I think they're lacking of it. Because like even like just thinking about it too, because like the biggest one of like the ghost story like in Mexico is like La Llorona, which is like is told to be like a sickly like white pale person like walking around. So yeah,
That's true.
Hmm.
I'm La Llorona's friend on Facebook. She tells me happy birthday.
Oh,
that's tight.
that's pretty nice. I thought she was mean. For a ghost story, that's not too
I
bad.
mean, I'm not her
That's,
kid, so
It's her redemption arc for her kids. I get it.
she's cool to me. Not her kid.
Her PR team came up to her and was like, "Hey, you gotta tell Justin happy birthday."
Yeah, you haven't told him in years.
You think I'm lying?
I know
show
you
you.
tried to with that light that one time, but he wasn't having it. You got to tell him happy birthday on Facebook. It's the only time he'll listen. All right, we got to wrap this up.
Got enough ghost stories? You
I'm
scared?
hoping. Well, I'm hoping everybody got all their candy handed out in the last hour. They can fucking shut their lights off, close their door, and still continue to scare kids as they come up, but not give them any candy. Because remember, trick or treat. That's you can choose. And so, hope y'all are out there tricking some kids. Do we want to wrap up? Are you guys good? Can I do my last little shout out though before we wrap up?
Go ahead.
I hope everybody's just paying a little bit of attention to some of the union strikes and things going on right now. Support the John Deere workers. Hopefully they'll like come through with a decent deal. But man, John Deere been fucking with them the last few months. So support them nurses, my cousins out there.
I heard TSA's going soon.
My cousin's out there in the hospital, or yeah, she's a nurse out there. They're getting just beat up as bad as it was last year. They just don't talk about it because, well, there's lots of reasons they don't want to mention it, but it's the hospitals are packed, nurses are overworked, there's nobody to be in there. Like it sucks right now. So be safe, please, especially over the next couple of weeks and holidays and such. Be safe. Keep yourself safe. Get yourself vaccinated.
Booster
Hell.
shots coming in.
Hell yeah, boosting.
Hell yeah.
We boosting out here. They approved Moderna's, Pfizer's,
Ooh, did they do Moderna?
Johnson's.
I haven't heard about that one yet.
And they should this week have approvals for 5 to 11-year-olds, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm like, it really took y'all this long to be like, just give them a smaller dose. Because that's how all medicine works in humans, you know? Well, most medicine does.
I wouldn't say all.
Most medicine does. It's just like based on body weight and like a prescription of how much of the drug you toss in there.
Most isn't the same as all.
I corrected myself. Thank you, though, for the...
So caution should be taken.
You okay? You getting taken over by a ghost? You seem like you slowed down and lost all your melanin.
I wear the skin of my conquerors. I don't have a lot of melanin to start with. You know what I'm saying? It's my lack of hair that gives me away. All right. Well, I mean, I hear that. Definitely support them unions, and all these people going on strike and all these motherfuckers that are saying, fuck y'all, we're not going to work in these goofy ass jobs where people treat us like shit for shit pay. And I ain't mad at that. That's tight. Besides that, fucking let's go, Brandon.
Yeah. Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Man. I watched a video of Lauren Boebert listening to that song. Like, she like slowly puts her iPods in, like her earpods in, and that song starts playing. And
Is it a song now?
oh, they like took it off YouTube, and she was fucking heated. And like, it's so dumb. It's all so dumb. It's perfect.
It's pretty funny.
Let's go, Brandon, all the way down to Lauren Boebert being like herself and loving this song. And
Well, you know what Let's Go, Brandon is.
yes, I do. I know exactly what it is. But we'll let the listeners just figure it out. Since we're at the end here, they're gonna have to.
I'm
figure
sure
that
they've
one out
heard
on
that
their own.
before if they don't know what I'm talking about. Shit's hilarious, though.
Why would you think I didn't know what you were talking
I
about?
don't
then?
know. Because you started breaking up a song. I'm like, I ain't heard no song.
Oh, it's all about that. It's all around that shit, and it's like a rap song.
Huh. Wild.
Here, let me find Lauren's shit.
Huh. I don't give a fuck about Lauren Boebert.
Do you know who it is?
Lauren Boebert? You talk about that? She's that goofy. She's not here. Is she here?
She's representative of the 5th district.
Yeah. But she's famous for being fucking ridiculous.
Not just ridiculous, kind of like a moron too, and just
Ridiculous. Like a booger, I stick to this.
she is a booger. Oh, Lauren, you old booger! I should just tweet her that every time she tweets. Such a bugger today, Lauren. I can't find it. She probably took it down because people were making fun of her.
Oh, well.
She's sensitive.
All right, y'all. Anything else to say, Eric?
We're done, aren't we? Are we still recording?
We're still
Just
recording.
letting it
We're
ride?
still
You
there?
just kept going.
I thought we were
You
done.
haven't stopped talking. Anything else?
No, I think we are ready to call it.
All right, well, call it then. Happy Halloween, suckers.